Big Ed Brown is a 90-Day Fiancé franchise cast member who is often disliked, and he may be too immature to stay in a relationship with Liz Woods. Big Ed's immaturity and lack of seriousness in therapy sessions and exercises on 90 Day. The last resort is a major issue in his relationship with Liz. Big Ed's failure to listen to Liz and his inability to be a team player when she gets into conflicts with other cast members shows his immaturity and lack of respect. Big Ed's past controversies, including racist behavior and mistreatment of ex-girlfriend Rose, demonstrate a pattern of disrespect towards his partners and a desire for control. Big Ed Brown is a popular cast member who has been disliked in the 90-Day Fiancé franchise, and he may be too immature to stay in a relationship with his wife, Liz Woods. The 58-year-old former photographer met his 31-year-old partner in San Diego, California, while she was working at a restaurant he was dining at. Big Ed and Liz have had their ups and downs, and broke up a total of 11 times on the show due to having multiple arguments with each other. Despite the two constantly being at odds, they've managed to get back together and somehow work things out in the end, which is very shocking. Big Ed and Liz debuted their relationship on 90 Day, the Single Life Season 1, but ended up splitting. After the breakup, Big Ed tried dating again on the Single Life Season 2, and was seeing a woman named Carrie from Mexico. He eventually made his way back to Liz and proposed to her on the show. The pair came back to the franchise once again on 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after. Season 7, but were always fighting. Big Ed and Liz decided to appear on 90 Day, the last resort in order to fix their relationship issues before getting married. However, they are still having trouble communicating at the retreat. On 90 Day, the last resort, Big Ed doesn't seem to be taking any of the couple's therapy sessions and group exercises seriously. In one episode, the couples participated in a blindfolded obstacle course activity, which tested whether they could trust their partners to guide them through it. When it was Big Ed's turn to walk through the obstacle course, he was able to see the path clearly through the blindfold and decided to cheat. The whole point of the activity was for him to listen to what Liz was saying, and he completely ignored her. Big Ed started to get upset when Kelly Brown noticed and was called out. In another episode of 90 Day, The Last Resort, the couples met with a sex therapist to talk about intimacy. When the therapist asked if anyone had questions for her, Big Ed asked where babies come from, trying to make a joke out of the therapy session. Liz became angry with Big Ed and was embarrassed by him because he refused to take the exercise seriously once again. Since Big Ed isn't willing to use the tools necessary to improve his relationship with Liz, he's probably not mature enough to be with anyone at all, let alone married. One of the main reasons why Big Ed is too immature to stay married to Liz is because he never seems to listen to her at all. At the couple's retreat on 90 Day, The Last Resort, Big Ed, Liz, Angela Deem, Molly Hopkins, and Kelly were all hanging out in the hot tub together one night. Big Ed was confronted by Kelly again for cheating during the obstacle course activity earlier that day, and the two men started another fight. Angela stood up for Big Ed and tried to sympathize with him, which didn't sit well with Liz at all because he wasn't being held accountable for his actions. Liz and Angela got into a heated fight, which became so tense that Angela got in her face. Instead of listening to Liz and trying to break up the fight, Big Ed just stood by and let her be disrespected by Angela. Big Ed and Liz didn't end up sleeping in the same bed together that night because Liz was still mad at him. The next day, they had a discussion about what happened with Angela, but Big Ed was talking over Liz and not listening to what she had to say. Big Ed's immaturity and inability to listen to Liz could create a big problem in their relationship. Big Ed has been part of many different controversies in the past, which could also affect his relationship with Liz. On 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Day Season 4, he was racist toward his ex-girlfriend, Rose Vega, when he visited her in the Philippines. Big Ed and his daughter, Tiffany Brown, often talked down to the 23-year-old and treated her like she was beneath them. His biggest controversy happened during the same trip, when he lied to Rose about not wanting more children. This made Rose upset and led to the couple's infamous breakup.